So I'm wondering if you relate to this. I saw a quote on Threads about boundaries and how this therapist finds it really a common experience for her that families that don't have boundaries assume that the people within the family also shouldn't have boundaries. Boundary challenges exist within a system of people agreeing with each other to not have boundaries until or unless someone decides not to be in the system in the way that they were accustomed to being in that family system. So I just finished listening to someone else's discussion about being challenged to really be authentic her because the expectations of the people around her are so demanding of her that she can't authentically show up the way she wants to show up. And that's the reason that I tie the discussion of boundaries with our identities, because they're a flip of the coin. They're like a different face of the coin. When you don't have boundaries, you are less clear on who you are and what you're about, what your values are, who you are outside of your family dynamics, or who you are in your family differently. And so to me, a discussion of boundaries always is also a discussion of who the authentic you is. When you have loose boundaries or semi-permeable membrane boundaries, if you remember back to biology grade 12, or maybe you took that in a science class somewhere, but a semi-permeable membrane is one where things can flow in easily. Or let's just say you're a room and the door is always open. What other possible word pictures could you create where there is a boundaryless word? If you have one that comes on the top of your head, just throw it down below. When we are those boundaryless people and we don't have strong, firm boundaries, we also don't have a strong, firm sense of ourselves. And so if we are the person that relates to that quote at the top of this live, someone had written something like, families don't like us creating boundaries because they don't think that they can have boundaries. If you relate to that, it might be time to explore this discussion further and ask yourself, am I being the authentic me? Am I allowing others to be the authentic them? And are my doors closed? Do I not have or live in an existence of a semi-permeable membrane? Food for thought.